Let's talk about the silent tension living inside your marriage. The one you pretend not to notice when your wife suddenly says things like, I need to rediscover myself. I want to go back to school. I need a change. I'm tired, but not the regular kind of tired. You feel it in your chest, and many husbands, instead of leaning in, they freeze because you think her transformation is a threat to your stability. You think her becoming more is a sign she will need you less. You think her shift is about you. And if you keep reacting from that fear, you're signing a divorce paper you didn't even know you were drafting. This isn't a phase. This is rebirth.
YinkusPepe Talks. We skip the filler for deep, honest talk your relationship needs. Let's get to work.
Hello there, this is YinkusPepe, fearless truth, unapologetic wisdom, and that signature pepper warmth that you come here for. Here we unpack marriage, family, and identity with honesty, not convenience. If you're looking for real talk wrapped in teaching seasoned with a little spice, welcome home. Let's get right into it. Your wife is entering a whole new psychological, emotional, spiritual, and biological chapter. Yes, perimenopause can kick the door down without warning, and you need to understand these 5 truths if you want your marriage to survive this shift. The 5 things husbands need to know about her midlife shift. Point number 1, her change is not a rejection of you. It is a return to herself. This is the lie society fed husbands for decades. If she finds happiness or purpose outside of the home, she won't need you anymore. Wrong and all lies. She's not leaving you, she is locating herself. For years, sometimes 10, 15, 20 years, she has paused pieces of her identity to build the family with you, hold the home, carry the emotional load, nurture the children, keep the peace with the in-laws, juggle hormonal shift, and manage our own silent fears. Some of you married a fireball and turned her into a houseplant, not because you're wicked, but because life happened and she adapted to it. Now that she's hit in midlife, the old operating system is shutting down. It needs an update. Her hormones are changing, her energy is shifting, her tolerance for nonsense is dropping, and the question, who am I outside of this house, is getting louder. She's not running from you. She is running towards the version of herself she had to abandon to survive. Here's our first scenario for today. She tells you she wants to start a certification program, and you say, why now? Aren't you busy enough? What she hears, your growth is inconvenient and you are valued only when you stay small. Meanwhile, in her mind, she is thinking, if I don't become myself now, when? Midlife exposes the urgency of purpose. Actionable step. Stop asking, why are you doing this to us? Start asking, how can I support who you are becoming? When she feels seen, she feels safe. And a safe woman is a connected wife. Point number 2, her old value is gone. You must recognize her new identity. Let's call it what it is. Many husbands have been conditioned to value their wives based on roles: caregiver, cook, house manager, child coordinator, emotional shock absorber. But midlife, it deletes that version of her. Her self-worth is no longer tied to how well she makes jollof rice or how fast she finds the kids' missing socks. She's shifting from the role-based value to identity-based value. And if you cling to the old version of her, you will frustrate the new one. Scenario number 2. She comes home excited about a business idea. You glance at her and mutter, that's nice. So what's for dinner? Sir, no, you just praised a ghost. What she needs now is intellectual partnership, recognition of her abilities, validation of her mind, not just a domestic contribution. Shift your affirmation from "you're such a good mom," you really hold this house down, to "I admire your courage. Your ambition inspires me. I love how you are evolving." Those words, they feed her identity, not her chores. If you don't evolve your language, you will lose her emotionally long before you lose her physically that you're fighting against. Point number 3, she needs space, not solutions. She needs space to process 20 years of suppressed dreams. Midlife is not crisis. No, it's a reckoning. A woman in her late 30s, 40s, or 50s is suddenly confronted with the dreams she had to postpone, the career she had to put on hold, the things she had to settle for to raise a family with you, the goals she stored in the one-day box, the identity she muted to be everything to everyone else. Yes, she signed up for those roles, but this is the time, her time, and on top of that, perimenopause comes with mood shift, energy fluctuations, new sensitivities, and emotional recalibration. Her mind is decluttering, her soul is rearranging, and her hormones are rewiring. This is not the time to turn into Mr. Fix-It. You can't fix it. You can be there, but you can't fix it. Scenario, she tells you she feels overwhelmed by the new course she started. You say, then drop it now. If it's too much, then let it go. No, you think you're helping, but what she hears is you're incapable. You don't deserve to grow. Sometimes she just wants the freedom to say I'm overwhelmed without you taking her dreams hostage. What she actually needs from you is space. She needs softness and presence, not a PowerPoint solution or presentation. Actionable phrase for you. So say this instead. That sounds exhausting. I'm here for you. Let me know what you need me to do. Or tell me more about it. Your presence, not your problem solving, is the currency of connection in this season. Number 4, you must lead the negotiation of new roles. Update that marriage job description that you have running in your home. Let's be brutally honest, okay? The way many marriages were structured 10, 20 years ago is outdated. The workload has changed. Life has changed. The kids have grown. She has changed. You have changed. The world, as we know it, is different. But some of you still expect the 2009 version of your wife in 2025. If she's entering a new chapter, your marriage needs a new operating system. And gentlemen, you need to initiate that conversation. And this is why it matters. When she's the only one begging to help with chores and childcare, resentment builds. She feels unsupported. She feels alone. She feels like her dreams are secondary to yours. I have a scenario for you here because you know that's what we do, right? She's juggling school, work, kids, home, hormones, and ambition. And you're waiting for her to ask clearly before helping in your home? Sir, this is not customer service. This is partnership. Welcome. The conversation starter. I see how serious you are about your new path. Let's look at the calendar and see who's carrying what load and see what I can do, to help out here, support you. Do you know what that does? It tells her you are not carrying this alone. I'm not threatened by your growth or your success. I am evolving with you. You are my wife and I'm here for you. That is leadership. That is love. And that is partnership for the modern era. Point number 5, lead the support. Don't wait to be told. Here's the final heavy truth. A woman in her midlife shift should not have to remind you to support her. She should not have to beg. She should not have to repeat the same request over and over again. Proactive support is the love language of this season. Scenario here, she has an exam tomorrow. You're waiting for her to say, can you handle dinner? Sir, anticipate, initiate, and execute. Bring the kids food, okay? Handle bedtime. Give her a quiet space. Send her a text saying, you've got this, I believe in you. My final thoughts, okay? Her self-discovery is not a threat to the marriage. It's a gift to the marriage. When a woman becomes whole, she brings a whole new version of herself back to you. So husbands, what's the one thing your wife is doing right now that you find hardest to understand? Drop it in the comments. This is a safe space. Let's talk through it. Because we're here to learn, right? And to unlearn. That's what we're here for. And so therefore, that's where I will leave it for today. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, drop a comment on what stood out for you. I genuinely want to hear your thoughts. And to my day ones, thank you for rocking with me. To my first timers, welcome to the tribe. There's a full playlist on marriage, communication, midlife shifts, emotional leadership, and family dynamics that will bless you. The links are below in my description. Dive in. Stay real, stay growing, and until next time, this is your girl, YinkusPepe.